So hey guys, welcome back to another episode. In this video, we are going to talk about a company without which we cannot even imagine our single day. That company is none other than Google, and in this video we are going to see that same strategy, what started as just a simple static web page, is now more than $1 trillion company. But how was that possible? It was possible just because of different type of strategies led by Sergey Brin and Larry Page. So what were these strategies in the detail? So first of all, if you are new to this channel, subscribe now, press the bell icon so that you will never miss any update of this type of business strategies, educational videos coming in the future. So let's start this video. So guys, if you are thinking that Google had the first mover advantage like other companies had, then you are totally wrong, because Google had no first mover advantage. At that time when Google wanted to launch, there were already companies who were dominating the market of search engines. So there were the web crawler, there were goto.com, there was a huge company Yahoo at that time, which is now none other than a small company which is going into losses each and every year. So there were the companies like Yahoo, web crawler, goto.com, and then only Google launched their search engine or their web page. It was just a static web page in the beginning, and to tell you guys, Google was even bleeding money in their early stages, and that is not even good for any startup to bleed money if it is not having a proper concrete business model on which it is going to make profits. Google had no business model, they had no revenue streams at that time, but still they were bleeding money. It was not even good for Google also. So if you see that, Google started to copy other companies' business model. They learned from the goto.com that there is a model named as pay per click, or there is a model named as cost per click. And if you see that, Yahoo used to earn millions of dollars just because of one thing, that they used to post the banner ads on their web page only or their home page only, and just because of that they earned in millions of dollars. But Google did not want to use that strategy, because it degrades the customer experience, and customer will not even look to the home page, they will directly surf to other web pages. Like, just because of that thing, Google wanted another business model, not the Yahoo's business model. They looked after the go-to business model. Then at that time, goto.com was using a different type of strategy known as the cost per click or the CPC strategy. As in this case, the advertisers had to pay only when the customers or the people used to click on their website. They did not pay a single rupees for the impressions they had, because impressions does not create the clicks, or even the impression does not even create the sales for the advertisers. And just because of that, they introduced the CPC model also, and Google started to copy that CPC model. But in that CPC model only, there were two major problems by which Google started to think on that, and Google worked, or just the Larry Page and Sergey Brin, they both worked on the two problems to fix that problems, and they came up with the brilliant ideas that made Google such a profitable company. But what were the two problems that they identified and they cured easily? So the problems were basically, huge companies always try to dominate or overtake small companies' keywords. If you see that, the companies like Samsung can easily take other small companies' keywords, and they will rank their searches on that company's keywords also. So that was the problem, basically first problem which Google identified. And secondly, small companies were becoming discouraged by seeing this type of thing, that huge companies are taking their places and they are trying to also dominate their keywords. So just because of that, small companies also started to not to invest in the advertising in the web search engines. So that is why these are two problems were identified by Google, and just because of that they worked on these two problems. But what were the problems, or what were the solutions to these problems that created such a huge profit to them? Firstly, Google came up with a brilliant idea known as the quality score. If you see that, just because of quality score, Google's algorithm could easily see that which company is proper for the exact keyword which has been searched by the customer. Doesn't matter that advertiser has paid what amount of money. Here the thing is, if customer has searched for that keyword, then that keyword's relevant keyword or that keyword's relevant website should be ranked on the first place. That is what Google identified in its quality score. And secondly, And in that also, when huge advertisers used to pay, huge companies used to pay a lot of money more than small creators or small websites should rank on the first place only, leaving behind the huge companies. That was the quality score of Google. Secondly, in 2002, when Google launched their AdWords, by which the advertisers used to see how much other companies are paying for their advertising bid, or how is the whole thing working in the first place of advertising. So this was all the insightful information for the advertisers who wanted to advertise on Google. So AdWords became a very useful platform for advertisers to get the insightful details of their brand. So when Google AdWords was launched in 2002, it generated a skyrocketing or huge profits which was not even imagined by Google itself, or the Sergey Brin, Larry Page has never thought of these profits. So the profits skyrocketed in 2002, making $400 million in 2002, $1.5 billion in 2003, $3.2 billion in 2004, and then the story goes on. And now Google is well known to everybody with more than $1 trillion market cap. And also Google launched its IPO in 2004, which made Google a $27 billion valuation company. So this was all about Google. If you learned something valuable, hit the like button. If you learned something valuable, subscribe now, press the bell icon so that you will never miss any update of this type of educational videos and business case studies coming in the future. And also share this video with your friends and family members who are using Google a lot. They must also understand the strategies explained by Larry Page and Sergey Brin. I will see you in the next one. Till then, take care. Bye bye.